North Carolina looking for more as Mucharera sends it to Bailey. Middle of the field, now to the near side for Kimball. Bailey trying to play one through for Furstenberg, and she was off sides as the flag goes up. First goal of the season for Julia Ashley, as Bailey picks up her second assist. Chipped on by Andrew Jeske. Reed shielding Furstenberg away from it as she takes possession. Virginia really going to have to put numbers forward now as they have a 3-0 deficit in front of them here in the ACC quarterfinals. I mentioned it at the top of the broadcast. Both of these teams very deep. 12 different players have scored a goal for the Tar Heels with that Ashley goal, and 14 for Virginia. So really not that big of a surprise that all three of the goal scorers for the Tar Heels combined for just 2 goals before this one. Furstenberg had 1 and Schultz had 1 on the season. That was it, though. Virginia going to make a change here in goal. The redshirt freshman Morgan Beans comes in. Beans out of Atlanta, Georgia. This will be the 3rd game that she has played in this season. And North Carolina with some changes as well. Maya Worth back in, and Madison Schultz, who scored what stands as the game winner, also in. Zeman looking to get that one ahead for McCool. Gets through everybody as Harris will throw it out for Kimball. Kimball battling with Gorzak and is going to be poked out of bounds by Ashley. That touch from Reed is going to go out of bounds. Virginia bringing in another sub. Or waiting to, at least, over at the booth. Looks like Jasmine Wright, who's waiting to come in. Saw 8 minutes of action in the first half. Brandon into the middle of the field for Schaffer. Andrew Jeske comes up from behind to take that one away. Schultz triple team, plays it back to Dorian Bailey. And a throw in for North Carolina as we approach 20 minutes to go here in the game. Tar Heels with a commanding 3-0 lead off the goal from Julia Ashley, her first of the season. Senior defender not involved with offense that often, but on the corner kick, a nice ball from Bailey. Jenny Chu coming in for the Tar Heels. And Wright able to check in finally for Virginia as the throw in from the Cavaliers will go out of bounds off of UNC. And another sub for Virginia. This time it's going to be Morgan Ruther The senior seeing her first action in the game. Ruther coming off of a redshirt season last year. Excuse me, not a redshirt season. She just missed the NCAA tournament after she was hurt late in the season. Gardner with some good defense on McCool clears that one out of bounds, and Virginia will have a throw-in. Ruther was third on the team last season before going down with that injury. Here in her senior year, you know, she's got to be hungry to get back to that NCAA tournament and get a chance to play in it. Regardless of the outcome here today, I think the Cavaliers are safely into that NCAA tournament with that 13-3-2 record. They came in ranked 7th in the country. McCool left that one for Wright, who couldn't get to it in time. The Tar Heels with the throw-in coming. Notre Dame, NC State still scoreless. Winner of this game will take on the winner of that one in the ACC semifinals. Buckingham with a long throw-in that finds Maya Worth, immediately taken away by the Cavaliers. Quick throw-in, the Tar Heels take possession, and a nice defensive play to keep that ball away from Schultz. Tar Heels continuing here late in this second half to make it hard for Virginia to advance the ball up towards midfield, let alone through midfield. Another turnover goes to the Tar Heels. Gardner finds Buckingham. One touch from Worth to Schultz. And out of bounds, last touched by North Carolina, of Virginia throw-in. 7 shots for North Carolina, 6 for Virginia. And a 3-0 lead on the scoreboard for the home team, the Tar Heels. Ball intended for Ruther, but taken away by North Carolina. Buckingham clears it up past midfield. The offside flag was up, as the Virginia defensive line held strong. Worth crept in a little too early.
Into the match for Virginia, number 19, Ian Adu.
Have been 8 offsides against North Carolina in this game. Brandon working on the far side. Here's a ball into the 18. Looked like Bill, who was able to get ahead on it for North Carolina, as Buckingham clears it up to midfield. This one over the top is going to go out of bounds. You can see Virginia trying to push forward and trying to get numbers forward. And North Carolina going to make a line change, basically like a hockey game. You've got 6 subs coming in for the Tar Heels. Looks like the starters back out there for UNC. So Alinsky as well as Castleberry.
Into the match for
Annie Kingman in as well.
Number 11,
Darcy McFarland checking back in for the Tar Heels.
Number 8, Abby Valinsky. Number 21, Cameron Kesselberg.
And I assume they'll be in for the last 15 minutes to try and close this one out for North Carolina. Reed, pressured by Maya Worth, plays it over everybody's head right into the hands of Lindsay Harris. Offside flag up against Virginia. Ruther was the one who crept in behind the line. Goal from Madison Schultz with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Still stands as the game winner. It's her second of the season and second in as many games, as she had the only goal in the win against the Florida State Seminoles on Thursday night. And for North Carolina, if they can hold on to this one, you never know if you're going to host an NCAA tournament game. This could be the last one played here on Fetzer Field for the UNC women's team. New stadium to be built next season. Lindsay Harris settles that one at her feet. Duke and Florida State still tied up at 1 apiece. Same can be said for Clemson and Miami. Battle in the midfield as Bailey sends it down the far sideline. It's going to roll all the way to the corner and force Westrup to send it out of bounds as Worth was on her heels. A North Carolina throw in with just over 12 minutes to go in this one. There's a do through midfield. Ashley able to get a head on that one as Dew was looking for Zeman, who was making a run towards the near post. North Carolina can hold on and win this one. They will take on one of the two teams who beat them during the ACC season. Tar Heels went 6-2-2, losing to Notre Dame and NC State. That one's out of bounds. A Virginia throw in. A couple more substitutions from either side. Morgan Goff, comes in for North Carolina as Hannah Kerner checks back in for Virginia.
New age for North Carolina, number 1, Madison Schultz.
Ball intended for Sarah Ashley Furstenberg. Virginia takes it away. With 10 to go, they cross midfield. Dew will play it out wide. Kerner crosses it over the head of Harris, but not getting to it in time was Zeman. She missed getting a goal by just about a couple of inches. Tar Heels keep that shutout intact. Take another look at this cross. Zeman just a step behind that ball on the back post. McFarland's going to send that out of bounds. And they're going to say it was actually last touched by Virginia. It'll be a North Carolina throw-in. Westrup sends it out of bounds. The Tar Heels advance into Virginia territory with another throw-in. A win for North Carolina will put them into the ACC semifinals. Last time they were there was 2014, a game they lost to Virginia.
Foul, North Carolina.
Bill plays it out of bounds. And much like in the Florida State game to end the regular season, the pressure from North Carolina's forwards on the other team's defense has proven to be the difference in this one, giving Virginia some troubles. Both goals in the first half came off of turnovers from the Cavaliers in their own zone. Andrew Jeske cannot get to that one. Giordano ready to throw it in for Virginia. They've got 8 minutes to go. Five minutes to go in the Florida State. Now 5 minutes to go in the Florida State game as they are still tied up at 1-1.
North Carolina, number 49, Cannon Clark.
Cannon Clough going to check in for North Carolina to take this throw in. Wolfpack out shooting the Irish 9-4 in the second half, but still scoreless between those two as they enter the 83rd minute. Furstenberg has that ball down in the corner, battling with Morse, it looks like, and it's going to be out of bounds, last touched by UNC. Cavaliers send that one across midfield, and it'll go out of bounds. Tar Heels hold on to this one. Their first time of beating Virginia in 6 years. They'll have back-to-back games where they were able to get rid of long losing streaks. It'll be their fourth win in a row, and they can continue to carry that momentum on through the ACC tournament. Andrew Jeske able to take it away from Adu. Back for Gardner. Kingman. Gardner heads that one to her teammate Bill. And Maggie Bill's just going to send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Virginia. Quick throw in. Kerner plays it back. Zeman able to head that one towards goal, and Harris easily handles the looper off of a bounce. Furstenberg touches it out of bounds. She was looking to get down into the corner and eat up more of this clock as we're inside of 5 minutes to go. North Carolina with the 3-0 lead. I mentioned the Tar Heels lost to both NC State and Notre Dame. They'll take on one of those two teams in the semifinals. Both of those games were losses. Tar Heels traveled to South Bend, a 1-0 loss, and a 1-0 loss to the Wolfpack here on Fetzer Field as Adu sends a shot from about 30 yards out. Harris with the save. That's the 7th shot to even things up between these two, but North Carolina with that 3-0 lead on the scoreboard is the difference.
Foul, North Carolina.
Beans to take this kick off of the foul, gets it all the way to the top of the 18. Looked like it was Zeman who touched it first before it is sent out of bounds by Hannah Gardner. Iordanu gets it in right to Zeman, back to Iordanu. She'll cross that one, making a run, but a little too late. Was right. Tar Heels with another substitution as Schultz will go off. Jenny Chu comes back in. Clock temporarily stopped when the team in front makes a sub under 5 minutes. Throw in and the clock starts back up. Ashley plays it back to Harris. Tar Heels will have 4 days off before that ACC semifinal game. It'll be Friday night, championship game Sunday, and it'll all take place in Charleston, South Carolina. And late in the Notre Dame-NC State game, Notre Dame gets on the board and takes a 1-0 lead. That one is in the 88th minute. Irish just have to hold on for 2 minutes, and it'll be a North Carolina-Notre Dame matchup in the semifinal. Ashley clears it across midfield. Kingman takes it away from Adu a minute to go for North Carolina.
1 minute.
Furstenberg down into that corner. Tar Heels will keep possession on the throw-in. With the win, North Carolina will improve to 13-3-3 on the season. Virginia will fall to 13-4-2. And they will wait to see where they are placed, what rank they will get in the NCAA tournament. North Carolina still has its eyes on the prize. The ACC Tournament Championship still up for grabs for them, as they will take this one with a 3-0 victory. Madison Schultz back-to-back games with the game winner for the Tar Heels, as Sarah Ashley Furstenberg and Julia Ashley joined her on the scoreboard. It was Schultz who got things started, and that was all the Tar Heels needed. They win this one 3-0 and advance to the ACC semifinals. I'm Kyle Straub saying so long for ACC Network Extra, and thanks for watching.